Goins is down. Pilar takes off and he steals third without a throw. Kevin Pilar with his 10th stolen base of the season to lead the club. One more now than Jose Reyes.
The Blue Jays pounded the Mets 7-1 for the mini sweep. Pilar was 2 for 4 for his second multi-hit game in as many days. He also broke up a potential double play with an incredible slide. Toronto scored 5 runs in that 4th inning. While Larry Dickey pitched into the 8th, allowed a run on 3 hits and struck out 7. The Blue Jays now open up a 3-game set with Baltimore having won 8 in a row at Rogers Center. Marco Estrada will get the start right here on Sportsnet 590 The Fan and Sportsnet Ontario at 7 o'clock. This U.S. Open update is brought to you by Stewart Golf and Moto Caddy. Henrik Stenson and Dustin Johnson share the lead, sitting at 5 under in Washington State. Tiger Woods shot an 80, which is the highest opening round of his PGA Tour career. Does he even like it? Have a solution? Sounds like it.
Tiger Woods at his best was coached by Butch Harmon, and obviously there's something going on from a personal standpoint that we probably don't know about, but why doesn't he go back to this guy? He's searching for his ball swing.
He was a guest on Dean Blundell and Company. Meanwhile, taking a look at the Canadians, David Hearn is 2 over. Brad Fritz shot an even par 70. He tees off at 10 this morning. And happening now, quarterfinal action at Queen's Club. Kevin Anderson outworked Guillermo Garcia Lopez 7-6 in the first set. Second set just got underway. Following this one, Canadian Milos Raonic will play Gilles Simon. You can watch it all on Sportsnet 1. You're listening to Dean Blundell and Company on the home of the Blue Jays. Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
Baseball Central this morning at 11. Now back to Dean Blundell and Company. Download the new Sportsnet app in the App Store. Then listen online and on your phone. Sportsnet 590. The Fan.
8:34. Who wants to go see the Jays Friday and Saturday? Today and tomorrow, or next Friday and Saturday? Today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow versus the Orioles. Now this is that series. People will look back and go, "That was the series." No, not yet. Yeah, it is. These 2 series are those series, and this is that series that starts it off. Toronto Blue Jays 2 back AL East, Orioles 3 back AL East. Then we get the Rays next, leading the AL East only by a couple.
And someone's going to bunk Adam Jones in the back today.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's a heater in the middle of the small of his back. Like L3, L4?
Yeah.
Right there.
Caller number 5 goes to tonight's game. Caller number 6 goes to
700.
700.
Sorry, Johnny. You're going to be here till 3. No, caller 5 and 6 go to Friday and Saturday. That's luck. There you go. 8:35. Really excited for this weekend series. Time for George and his news. George's news.
For 2. 1.
Dean, a properly inflated ball from a game in which Tom Brady used underinflated football. Having a hard time again, Russian judge. Well, you're having a hard time with words this whole week. I don't know. I think you tried to pronounce peculiarly as if it were some type of Mandarin word for a cheese grater. It's terrible. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, you don't need that. I do. I need this. It's like a reset. It's like a false start in a sprint. Go ahead. A properly inflated ball from the game in which Tom Brady used underinflated footballs is up for auction. Bidding starts at $25,000 in the auction, running through July 17th. The ball being auctioned was used in the third quarter touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount in New England's 45-7 destruction of Indianapolis in the AFC Championship game. Why are we talking about this? So we can play this.
I can't speak for myself. I don't want anyone but your best. Blowing the best. To me, those balls are perfect. Some guys like them round, and some guys like them thin, some guys like them.
It's all about football, right?
Still not the best auto tune.
No, it's not one of the better ones. I think the Young Boys one. That's the best one. Anyway, go ahead. Can we have enough of the Deflate Kit already? Like, I don't know. Tuesday, the big meeting. Whoever buys that ball is an absolute moron. $25,000 for a ball that's got 1 pound PSI and less than the next.
Whatever, rich guys can do what they want.
I guess so. Dean, we talked about swimming in the modern pentathlon today in today's Pan Am Games update. Watch for swimmers with red eyes because it ain't chlorine that's causing it, according to the Centers for Disease Control and the National Swimming Pool Foundation. Chlorine binds with all things it's trying to kill from our bodies and it forms chemical irritants. That's what's stinging your eyes. It's the chlorine binding to the sweat and pee. Yes, pee. The cough you get from being in an indoor pool and how it's from the chemical reaction irritating your lungs, it's not the chlorine that's doing that. It's the chlorine mixing with pee. And that fake dye that
I get it.
And that fake dye that allegedly is supposed to work in swimming pools, it's actually fake and it's a total myth.
Thanks for informing us.
Joe, I will say this though. Could there be anything? Could you feel any sneakier or feel anything more satisfying than when you're in a public pool and you do that? I mean, you're that guy. Yeah, oh yeah, because you can't be moving, right? So you know who the person is because they're like they've stopped. Like I'll just stop. I'll be I don't swim in public pools. I haven't since I was like 21 years old. But you know you're swimming like crazy and then you stop and you get this kind of glassed eye look. You're like, and then you feel like you gotten away with a crime, right? And then you swim away from it, and you both kind of go through the area you just was. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it just feels like,
And finally,
I love doing it. I don't know why. In fact, if you've got a pool, folks, just email me. I'll come over. I would enjoy that.
I haven't been a pool peer, but something I might think up.
Let me ask you something.
Who isn't a lake
I want arms to go up if you've been in a public pool and you've actually gotten out. 10 times you had to pee, you've gotten out all 10 times and gone to the washroom.
Yeah, I've never peed in a public pool.
That's a lie.
Why do you have to
Hands up if you've never peed in a public pool.
I haven't.
You're a liar. I think I have.
See, look, there's no hands up over there. 1, 2, 3, 4,
We know
5,
it's on.
6.
Like, who knows? That's not the only thing he's done in a public pool.
I know, right?
Like, why is that even... It's up for debate. He's as greasy as they come. And finally, this voicemail from America about a dude who was demoted to playing the outfield on his softball team.
Rec league?
Yup, and he wasn't pleased, Dean.
You miss a few grams yourself. Hold up your ball and get your head off the outfield. You fucking beat ball and you bring the whole team down. And it's an embarrassment being out of team with you. You son of a and that's your game.
Did you hear that first part? He goes, I've seen you miss a few grounders too.
You miss a few grounders yourself.
Do all softball teams have coaches too? Is that a thing?
No, it's a player coach. Like when you put a softball team together, you're like, like you, Ryan, you'd be like, I'm thinking of getting guys together for a Fan 5 and Audi team. Then you get to dictate. If you put the team together, you get to tell everybody where they're playing, right? So that guy obviously got told,
Like
hey,
John Mormons of the team.
no more at third. You got to go into the outfield.
And that's George's news for a Friday, Dean.